It's time for Talking Habs Game Day News for November 11th, 2021. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So it's Memorial Day here in Canada. I'm going to be reading the In Flanders Field poem to honor the Canada's wartime dead. It's game day. Montreal is hosting Calgary Flames for the final game of I think a 5-game road trip. So we have that tonight, the game, and we'll talk about that. I have some things from the game, injury news, call-up news, and I have the lineups for Montreal, and I have some one or two other stories, and we'll get right into it. And let's start with a Memorial Day. So here's in Flanders Field for all the wartime dead, for all the servicemen and women who have served in the military, in Canada's military, and kept this country safe. We want to honor you, and here's in Flanders Field. In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Field. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy poem. I remember learning that when I was a kid in school on Memorial Day. We'd go into the auditorium and we'd all, I'd take that moment of silence and have the reading of In Flanders Fields, and teachers would talk to us. And yeah, it was very, it stays with me, obviously, all through. I wasn't able to find a poppy. I know I should be wearing a poppy, and I apologize for that because I should be wearing one. I wasn't able to find one. Subscribe and ring that notifications bell, and hey, give a thumbs up. All right, so let's get into some of the Habs stuff for for the game day. It's game day. Montreal is hosting Calgary Flames. It's the return of Kirk Muller. He's an associate coach with the Calgary Flames, and Flames doing much better than Montreal. Everybody's doing much better than Montreal. That's the sad truth. So I'm going to start out with these. I've already released this. I will release it. I've talked about this already when it did come out a couple of days ago, but I thought I'd just read it for you guys here again. It's Carrie Price's statement that he released quickly, and very quickly. And I mean, he did more than he really had to do, but very quickly explaining a little bit of what happened. Over the last few years, I've let myself get to a very dark place, and I didn't have the tools to cope with that struggle. Last month, I made the decision, to enter a residential treatment facility for substance use. Things had reached a point that I realized I needed to prioritize my health for both myself and for my family. Asking for help when you need it is what we encourage our kids to do, and it was what I needed to do. I'm working through years of neglecting my own mental health, which will take some time to repair. All I can do is take it day by day. With that comes some uncertainty from when I will return to play. I appreciate all of the overwhelming support and well wishes. I please ask that the media and our hockey community continue to respect our privacy at this time. Your support and respect of this so far has been a critical piece to my recovery. Carrie. Very important. Now, nothing else has come out, and nothing else should come out until Carrie Price is ready, and until his doctors also agree that he's ready to talk about it. Which I imagine, at some point when he comes back to play, that'll happen. I think there's a key sentence in there is that basically he doesn't know when he'll be back. So everybody expecting him to be back soon, I wouldn't count on that. And I think that timeline, when I was talking about it, when I first heard that it would be longer than 30 days of sometime in December, somewhere around then, I kind of think that's actually when we might see Carrie Price at the earliest getting back to playing a game with Montreal. So he needs to take as much time as he needs to get ready. And when he's ready, believe me, he'll be back and he'll be playing. And I'm sure he'll explain to us, kind of like Jonathan Drouin sat down with a reporter and had an interview. I'm sure Carey Price will do the same. All right, on to injury news. This is from yesterday. Habs not skating yesterday. Jonathan Drouin, Josh Anderson, Christian Dvorak, Cedric Paquette not skating. Now, Drouin was placed on the IR by the Canadiens yesterday, and then later so was Cedric Paquette. And there's more of an update here. So a Ducharme injury update that came out later in the day. Paquette is expected to miss up to 10 days. Drouin still day-to-day, not expected to play tomorrow, and he won't be playing tonight. And he is on the IR, so he's definitely out for a bit. Dvorak and Anderson are both day-to-day, and they've both been confirmed to be playing tonight against the Flames. Joel Edmondson is still on track to be back between 10 days and 2 weeks. So one of these days soon, Joel Edmondson will be back in the lineup, and believe me, Montreal needs him back in the lineup. On Matthias Norlinder, Dominic Ducharme says Norlinder will play with Laval tonight. That was yesterday again. Then join the big club tomorrow. That's today for morning skate in Brossard. However, Ducharme doesn't confirm whether Norlinder will play versus the Flames or not. I have a lineup, and I don't think he's in. So now, on top of that news, we have news that because of the Cedric Paquette injury, and he's out for 10 days, the Montreal Canadiens announced that forward Ryan Poehling has been recalled from the AHL's Laval Rockets. So Poehling has been recalled. He'll be in the lineup tonight. Defenseman Matthias Norlinder will also join Montreal after his conditioning stint with Laval ended on Wednesday night. So, true to their word, Norlinder is also on the team. Whether he'll play tonight or not, I don't know. But figure he'll be in either tonight's game or on the road on Saturday. I'm not sure who we're playing on Saturday off the top of my head for some reason. So, I mean, that's good news for everybody who did want to see Poehling come back up. Poehling has earned his way up. We're going to go over some of his things here. This is on Ryan Poehling. So this is from an article. I think this is from actually the preview from one of the sites I go to. So I kind of pulled this out. Montreal's top stories coming into this game are most of the injury variety, as we just went over. On Wednesday, all of Christian Dvorak, Anderson, Drouin, and Paquette were absent. We know why. The latter two were placed on injured reserve, giving Montreal few options at the center position. This is why Poehling was called up. The response was to recall Ryan Poehling from the AHL. It's a move made out of necessity, and the Canadiens probably would have liked to continue the partnership between Poehling and Cole Caulfield in the minor leagues to boost the confidence of both players. Despite the situation, Poehling did have 6 points in 7 games played and should be a better option than Paquette had been in the bottom 6. It's going to be a trial by fire, dropping directly into action versus such a strong opponent. But he's going to be far from the only player on the team having issues containing the Flames. So Ryan Poehling will be in the lineup tonight. Here's the lineup. Hoffman, Suzuki, Tyler Toffoli for the first line. Toffoli switching back over to the left side, which he hasn't played a lot of here in Montreal. Josh Anderson switching over to the left side. Christian Dvorak at center. Brendan Gallagher on the right. Lehkonen on the left. Evans in the middle. Armia on the right for the third line. And Poehling is going to center the fourth line between Pezzetta and Alex Belzile. Let's see how. I saw someone say, well, even in Laval, he didn't play with Pezzetta. So maybe having him on the fourth line isn't the greatest option, but it's kind of out of necessity. I don't think that, they could have put him on third line, but I think it's out of necessity. They have no other options here. So I don't think it's a problem. Let him get in some games, and let's see what he got right now. Ben Sherratt and Jeff Petrie paired up. Brett Kulak, David Savard still paired up, and Alex Romanov with Chris Weidman still paired up. As you see, no Norlinder in there, and I don't expect that he'll be in there tonight. Jake Allen has been confirmed to start the game. It's his 13th start of the season, and I believe he leads the league in starts. Okay, so I've got another item here, and this is not a Habs item, but it's going to turn into one, sort of. So Bob Murray of the Mighty Ducks general manager has resigned. He has entered into an alcohol recovery program of some sort for alcohol abuse, and he was apparently not the nicest guy to work for. So the Ducks are supporting him, and he resigned his position, and he's seeking the appropriate counsel, and they're going to sort of stand by him, but he's not part of the team. But they're supporting him as much as they can. Now, in that announcement, it's funny because, of course, this comes out. So following, maybe I got the wrong one. I got the wrong one. That's the ownership group backing up the statement. And okay, so what I wanted to put up here, I thought I had it was, So what I should have had there was that there's rumors going on around that Marc Bergevin is going to be let go by Montreal this season, and he'll take over as GM for the not the Mighty Ducks anymore, for the Anaheim Ducks. So he's been rumored now to be going to LA next season. Rumored now to be going to the Anaheim Ducks, and there was somewhere else as well. So I don't know how he's going to do 3 GM jobs, but for a guy that everyone's saying is not a good GM and he should be fired and blah, 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 I don't know. It looks like he's rumored to go everywhere else. It must be a pretty good GM if other teams are going to possibly want him, right? All right, so I think that's it. So we got the game tonight, so hopefully you'll check out my pregame show. That's at 1 hour before every game, every Habs game. There's a pregame show. I give a game preview. You can give your guess for the Guess to Score contest, and I'll go over any other hockey news that I do have. And we talk about the game and any hockey talk you guys want to talk about. So that usually runs for about 40, 45 minutes. And like I said, it starts an hour before every Habs game. So please check that out. And my last bit of news here, it's not really news, but it's an opinion. So I was holding out hope for the new Laval Rocket coach, head coach Jean-Francois Houle. But putting Caulfield in the bumper spot on the power play is quickly turning hope into bewilderment. Cole's power play spot's on the left side. That's his office. He's a right-handed shot. He has a great one-timer. He's got to be on that left side, and only on the left side. I don't know. So, also they had Xavier Ouellet on the first power play unit over Matthias Norlinder, who they're trying to develop, and that was his big bright spot over in Frölunda, and I don't get that. So again, I don't know what's going on. Do we have another Sylvain Lefebvre here for a development coach? We need a development coach that develops players properly, not ruins them. So hopefully that won't happen here, and he'll get his shit together and realize that he had a brain fart and put Caulfield in the right spot. And so that's it. Thanks for watching Game Day News. See you at the pregame show. Bye, everybody. Subscribe and ring that notifications bell. And hey, give a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hey, check out that video over there.